Welcome back to the news at 10. The 72-hour ultimatum issued by the Vice President to clear the traffic caused by trucks has elapsed. Our coverage of the activity of the task force shows mixed results, as some of the affected areas are yet to be cleared, in spite of the achievement recorded around the Oshodi-Apapa axis. Our correspondent, Olu Phillips, reports.
The 72 hours ultimatum is up, and what do we have so far in terms of compliance? Away from the Oshodi-Apapa Expressway, where some semblance of sanity has been restored, up until the service lane around Mile 2, where there's still a lot of work to do.
Like, I'm just closing for my morning shift right now. I can't come with my car because there's no how to know where to apply.
We move on to the other side of town, the Ikorodu Road, which has its share of the gridlock by articulated trucks. There is some reprieve at the Fadeyi area. If you're a regular caller around here, you can recall how Herculean it used to be. Ascending the Jibowu Bridge is exceptionally a jolly ride, rid of trucks. As we traveled, we weren't sure what pictures to find around Ujuelegba, but happily we didn't get stuck because traffic is nice and smooth. Barracks Stadium Inward Alaka gets a pass mark. The trucks have moved. Our happy ride is soon cut short as we approached Fisher-Williams Avenue, Igomu Bridge, and the ground travel around Brewery axis. These guys are still in full stretch here. It's not yet Uhuru, and I can tell you why. Just look behind me. This is the Igomu Bridge, just opposite the National Theatre. It's anything far from being cleared. A core bridge inward Lagos Island is still under the dead weight of these trucks. Not a very good tale considering the duration they bear on the national assets. You be the judge. A directive was sent out. How far that has performed is clearly in the glare. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.
Thank you for staying with us and welcome to Sports News. Week 5 of the Lagos Rugby Men's League will take place on Saturday, the 28th at the main bowl of the National Stadium, Surulere, Lagos, with 3 matches on the cards. Having secured qualification into Division 1 next season, Echo 2 Rugby Club will take on King's College Old Boys in the opener at 11 a.m. in Division 2's only match, after which Lagos Rugby Club has a bye. The second match of the day will see Gosser RFC of Ajegunle take on Lagos Police RFC at 1 p.m., whilst the star match of the day will feature Racing RFC against league leaders Cowrie RFC at 3 p.m. With 4 points separating the two rivals, a win for Cowrie will secure their league title. However, a win for Racing will keep them tied on 16 points each, separated by points difference. Men of the Department of State Service, DSS, today stormed the Nigerian Football Federation and ejected the factional leader Chris Giwa from the glass house, paving the way for the Amaju Pinnick-led board to return. NFF Secretary General Mohammed Sanusi told Channels Television that the activities of the national teams will not be disrupted by the temporary interruption of the tenure of Pinnick-led board by Giwa and his supporters. Efforts made by Channels Television to get the NFF factional leader and his group's view has so far proved abortive. Meanwhile, the Minister of Youth and Sports, Solomon Delong, has stated that nothing has changed after the Supreme Court ruling and orders of the Federal High Court in Jos on the Nigeria Football Federation on April the 27th, 2018, following the invasion of the gas house by security operatives. This morning, a statement from the Minister's office reads thus: "Those who are presently trying to instigate confusion using the name of the President must be aware that the President cannot go against the rule of law. The order issued by the court has not been vacated, and the President cannot vacate a court order because there are clear-cut processes of doing that. What happened in the NFF today is security excesses, but it will be sorted out." End of quote. The federal government is urging members of the public to remain calm as it's doing its best to resolve the crisis in the Nigeria Football Federation. That's it on Sports News. Ijoma will be back with the rest of the news at 10.
Thank you, Olumide. Islamist militant group Al-Shabaab has claimed responsibility for an attack on a military base in southern Somalia. At least 27 soldiers were killed after a suicide car bomb was detonated as gunmen opened fire on the base, about 50 kilometers away from the port city of Kismayo. Officials said the attack began just after early morning prayers. Residents of the town of Jammeh, 70 kilometers away from Kismayo, said they heard the blast followed by gunfire. Last month, the jihadist group targeted a military base in the same area, killing an American soldier and injuring 4 others. And the main news again. A Senate committee today said the decision to enact the Press Council Bill 2018 is not aimed at whittling down press freedom, but the broadcasting organizations of Nigeria and Nigeria Press Organization kicked against the bill, describing the move as unconstitutional. Also today, National Chairman of the APC threatened to expel ministers from the party over failure to inaugurate boards of ministries, agencies and parastatals. And 27 soldiers were killed today as Al-Shabaab fighters detonated a suicide car bomb and stormed a military base in Somalia. And that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Onyato. Good night.